Hello, little girl. Welcome back to theater class. It's your teacher, Miss Graves. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is we're going to have a great time today. We're going to be making up our own scenes based off of 3 random words, and that's going to cause us to create a whole story. That's going to be cool. I think you're going to like it. And then also, the bad news is this is our last class together for this year. Don't be upset. Please don't cry. Oh my God, don't do it. Okay? We're here together for right now, and I'm still going to be at the school that you go to, so we will see each other. Just, this for right now is going to be over. But it's okay. Somebody else is coming to show you something else equally fun. Cool? So let's get into this lesson today. We're going to be using fry words, which are commonly used words around your age group and your grade. We're going to be using those randomly to create sentences, and those sentences are going to create a problem for us, which will create a scene for us to show. So I'm going to show you, of course, how to do it first. Then I want you to come behind me and work with me to do it. And then I'm going to give you an assignment that's all your own at the very end. Are you ready? Cool. So you and I are going to be creating scenarios based off of 3 random words. And they're going to create a whole scene. Just like if I said glass slipper fell, you could take that 3 words, create a sentence, and literally show me the story of Cinderella. Because doesn't that happen in Cinderella? At the end, she has this glass shoe, she loses it, and she goes off about her business. We can use words to create a scene if we use our imagination correctly. So that's what we're going to work on today. Awesome. I have a little spinning wheel that has 9 of some very popular words for 3rd grade, and I'm going to spin the wheel for both of our turns, for the I do and the we do, and we're going to come up with some really wacky sentences, and we're going to create some scenes based off of those sentences. Are you ready? Great. I'm spinning to see what I will get, and I have a between. All right, that's my first word. Let's look for the next one. Example. Cool. And last one. Boy. Now I have to find some way to make a sentence out of that says a problem. Let's get to work. So we just went to the spinning wheel. Now we know that we have the word boy, the word between, and the word example. And I have to create a whole scene with that. So what I think I'm going to do is cause the scene to be about a boy who has to choose between 2 examples of helping a friend. The boy is going to be choosing between 2 examples of how to help his friend out. Now, that's going to happen at the top of the story. So that's the beginning. We know that his friend is in trouble, he needs to help him. Then in the middle, we're going to hear from the people who are showing examples. So I'm going to create 2 random characters that are going to be like, no, you should do it like this. No, you should do it like this. And then my character is going to have to choose between them. So that gives me a beginning and a middle and an end. And that's my whole scene right there. So the same way that I came up with that really quick, you should be able to come up with that really quick, because we've been working on beginning and middle and end and improv for a long time. So you guys should be pros by now, right? Cool. All right. So now that we have an idea of what type of scene we're doing and what the beginning and the middle and the end will be, we need to add a little bit of details. We know the boy is going to be choosing between two examples of how to help his friend, because we made it up. Now we have to figure out what he's going to help his friend do. So a thought that came to me was that we could have the friend be stuck on the playground on a slide. And that would be the problem that they need help with, right? So we would help the friend either by helping them push him down or help him pull him out, but we're gonna help my friend get out of the slide. That's gonna be part of the scene. So I had to come up with that to make my sentence make sense and make my story make sense. And the same way I did it, you're probably gonna have to do it too. So be paying attention to the way that we fill in the little blanks and we find ways to make the story sound good and be realistic. I'm gonna act this out, and when it's your turn in the we do, I'm gonna be looking for you to come up with your beginning and your middle and your end to put your scene together. Cool? So in this scene, we're doing a lot more thinking than action, because we're not gonna help the friend in the conversation. What we're doing is making a decision in the conversation. So this scene is not gonna be the action of me actually helping my friend, but it's going to be me choosing between two examples of how to help him. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be thinking and I'm going to be talking to other people, and they're going to give me the examples, and I'm going to be like, no, I can't do that, or yeah, that's a good idea. And we're going to see that now. Hey, did you know your friend is stuck on a slide over there? He's in trouble and he's crying. Are you going to help him? If you're gonna help him, I think you should just like push him down there, just like push him all the way down to the end. He might be stuck, but like if you put enough force, you should be able to get him down there. No, do not do that. Are you kidding me? You might hurt him. He might cry even more. What you really need to do is just help pull him all the way down. Just like take his legs and just kind of like just gently guide him down there. Don't be rough with him and push him. This guy's crazy. Don't do that. Stop. Both of you guys are confusing me, okay? I just need to think, okay? If I pull him down, I mean, I can kind of shimmy him, but it would be, I don't know, it would be kind of difficult to just like yank him. I don't want to hurt him, and I don't want to like pull his feet or pull his shoes off or anything like that. But I do think if I just push him a little bit and be gentle, like you said, that it'd be okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push him down, but I'm going to be nice about it. I'm not going to like force him down, because that's rude. Okay, that's what I'll do. Now for our redo, we got to come up with some more stuff. So let's spin the wheel. Important. Something. Without. Try to put this together in a sentence. Now for the we do, you had important, something, and without. So we have got to create a sentence that has important, something, and without, and we have to make a problem out of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something important without talking, and that's going to be my problem. That's what's going to make the scene interesting. Now at the end of the scene, I hope to find a solution to my problem, which is that I'm going to be able to talk. So the important thing that I'm going to say is that somebody cast a spell over me and my mouth is not working and I need somebody to like set me free. So I'm gonna be asking them to do that, but I can't use my mouth. So in the beginning, we'll find out we have a problem that we can't talk. And then in the middle, we'll try to explain this to a stranger to get them to help us. And then towards the end, we will get help and we'll be able to talk. So, does that make sense to you? Now, for the scene to work, we have to find a way that this person's mouth is closed, because it doesn't make sense that they're just like randomly can't talk, right? So what I'm going to do is use magic in my story, and I'm going to say, maybe there was some witch that they met in the woods and they cursed them or they put a spell on them and now they can't talk. That's what's going to make my scene make sense. We always want to make sure that when we're improvising, whatever we're doing has to make sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the world of reality. We can make it kind of crazy and kind of weird, but it's always got to make sense. So when you make your story for your assignment, make sure that you choose details for your story that make sense. Like if somebody is in the car, they should be going somewhere, right? Nobody just gets in the car to sit there. So think about where they could be going. That's just an example of the things that you could do to create details for your story. So for acting as if you have something important to say, but you can't move your mouth at all, what you're going to do is you're of course going to have your mouth closed, right? But you're going to keep speaking. It's going to be like this. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to mime the story. So that's going to look like a lot of hand gestures, a lot of enunciating without speaking. So like, what do you feel like I said? What do you feel like I said? Based off of that, I was saying a lot of words, but you couldn't understand them all, but you saw me moving my body around trying to get you to understand. That's what you're going to have to do to pretend to say something important without being able to speak. And you're trying to get somebody to like release you from this curse that somebody put on you that you can't like speak, right? So that's going to be something that I act out, but I also want you to act it out with me. Can you do that? Cool. Let me guess, you were walking through the woods and you saw an older lady, kind of evil looking, witchy looking. She cast a spell on you? Oh yeah, this happens like every week. I'm so sorry. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you so much. I would not, I'm a good witch, so I do what I can for unfortunate souls such as yourself. So sorry. Stay out of those woods. That lady's crazy. Okay. I will not go through there anymore. I will not go through there with that crazy lady anymore. Thank you so much for helping me. So, for your assignment today, all you're going to do is use those last few words that are on the wheel. You're going to spin them. You're going to spin the wheel. You're going to find 3 words and put them into a problem sentence. And you can just write the beginning, middle, and end events of what would happen in a scene like that. And I'm going to leave you a Google form for you to fill out so that you don't have to worry about trying to write it and send me a picture and all the other stuff. We don't have to do that. And that's your assignment for today. Alrighty, boys and girls, this is the end of the lesson. I'm so sorry that we don't have more time together, but please don't feel sad. You will definitely see me again. And just know that I have really enjoyed having you in my class, seeing your work. You guys are brilliant. You guys are smart, creative, funny, and it's been a pleasure. And I hope you've enjoyed me like I've enjoyed you. And until next time, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.